Maria woke up each morning with a tightness in her chest, a reminder of her heart disease. But she also carried the weight of a past trauma, which tangled her sleep and sharpened her daily pain. Exhausted and isolated, it felt like her body and mind were speaking different languages, leaving her feeling utterly alone. Then, she was introduced to a simple AI tool on her phone. Skeptical, she began logging notes about her sleep, mood, and physical discomfort. Slowly, the tool began to reveal patterns, connecting a restless night to a difficult morning, or a stressful memory to a spike in her symptoms. For the first time, Maria saw her experience reflected back as a series of understandable patterns. They were not a cure, but they were a light. The tool pointed towards small, manageable changes she could make in her daily life, empowering her to take an active role in her own healing. It was the beginning of a new relationship with her body, one built not on confusion and despair, but on curiosity and a growing sense of control. The feeling of being alone began to recede, replaced by the quiet confidence that came from finally beginning to understand her body's language. This journey matters, because countless people like Maria live at the intersection of past trauma and present-day chronic illness. Their symptoms are often dismissed or treated in isolation, with doctors for the body and therapists for the mind, rarely speaking to one another. The suffering is real, but the connections remain hidden. Trauma is not just the story of something that happened to you in the past. It is the imprint that event leaves on your mind, brain, and body. It is a deep emotional wound, a single, overwhelming event, an accident, an assault, or a long period of sustained stress, neglect, emotional pain. This wound doesn't simply fade with time. It changes how our nervous system operates, keeping us in a state of high alert, or conversely, a state of shutdown. Trauma affects our sleep, our moods, our relationships, our ability to feel safe in our own skin. It is a constant, low-level hum of distress, the background music of our lives. Chronic illness, similarly, stays with us for a long time. Diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia, an autoimmune condition. Living with a chronic condition can be exhausting and isolating. The body we once took for granted can feel unpredictable. Trauma and chronic illness are not separate. They are deeply intertwined. Unresolved trauma can contribute to physical illness by keeping the body in chronic stress, increasing inflammation, and wearing down our systems. Conversely, a diagnosis can itself be traumatic, creating a new layer of emotional wounding. So, what does it mean to use AI to track your symptoms? The term AI can sound intimidating, but here its function is simple and powerful. Think of it as an attentive assistant that listens to the small details of your daily life. Your words, your sleep data, your heart rate. It uses smart algorithms to identify patterns that might be invisible to the naked eye. Subjective feelings become objective data you can work with. The real power is personalized insights. The AI might notice higher stress after nights with less sleep, or that your pain spikes after a stressful meeting. This isn't a diagnosis, but a clearer, data-backed story to share with your care team. Getting started with symptom tracking doesn't have to be overwhelming. The key is to begin with simplicity and consistency. You don't need a fancy device or a complicated system. You can begin right now with a simple notebook and a pen. The most important thing is to choose one method and stick with it. Paper diary, digital app. The goal is to create a small, sustainable daily habit, not another stressful task on your to-do list. This is an act of care for yourself, so let it be gentle and manageable from the very beginning. To start, pick just a few key things to track each day. Trying to record everything can quickly lead to burnout, physical pain level, overall mood or emotional state. Quality of your sleep, rate each on a simple scale from 0 to 10. 0 means no pain or a very positive mood. 10 represents the most severe pain or a very low mood. Alongside your numbers, note one potential trigger from your day, like a specific meal or a stressful event. Consistency is key. Making entries at the same time each day helps build the habit. After a week, look for patterns. Does poor sleep worsen your pain? Share a simple summary with your healthcare team. A data-informed statement like, "I've noticed my headaches are most severe on Mondays," gives them a concrete starting point to explore with you. Navigating trauma and chronic illness can feel isolating, but you don't have to do it alone. Building a supportive care team is a powerful step toward healing. This team doesn't have to be large. It's about gathering key people who support your well-being, with your voice as the guide. A well-rounded team often includes a doctor who understands your physical condition and a therapist knowledgeable about trauma. Together, they form the foundation of your mind-body care, helping you piece together the puzzle of your health. Healing is a path of small, deliberate steps, not giant leaps. We offer the tools we've discussed. These tools are about reclaiming a sense of agency and hope. By tracking your symptoms, you begin a new conversation with your body, founded on curiosity and compassion. Keep it simple. Track just 1 or 2 things that matter most, like sleep or pain. These small discoveries accumulate, empowering you to make choices that support your well-being. You are taking back control, one day at a time. Visit resilientlivingcoaching.com today. Start out with our emergency chronic illness kit to begin tracking your symptoms today.